Hey Gemini, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ray. Today we're going to be doing a timeless reading for January 2024. We're going to be asking what's coming up next for you in your career, finances, and relationships. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, Gemini, starting with the Eight of Cups in your career and finances, you've been doing a lot of brooding lately. Okay, I'm seeing you in a very introspective energy right now, Gemini. You feel like whatever you're currently doing in terms of career and finances, you might even be unemployed and you're looking for a job and nothing's coming through. I'm seeing you giving up hope. Okay, I'm seeing you losing faith, losing motivation, losing that sense of ambition and drive that keeps you moving forward. If you're already in a career or a financial situation, I feel like it's no longer fulfilling for you, Gemini. You might be looking for a career change. You might be looking for job opportunities elsewhere. You might want an entire field change, okay, if what you are currently doing is no longer something that you are passionate about. I'm seeing you considering walking away from something that is no longer fulfilling for you emotionally. You have a deeper purpose here, Gemini, and I feel like whatever you're doing right now is not helping you feel fulfilled in that deeper purpose. You have the Devil card. This is Capricorn energy. You could work with a Capricorn, or there might be a Capricorn involved in your career and financial situation, Gemini, whether it be another coworker or somebody that you work with, like a manager. If this is your energy and not another person, I feel like you are like there's some sort of addiction going on for you right now, Gemini. You might feel overworked, overstressed, burnt out. There's a sense of enslavement here when it comes to your career and finances, especially if you've been working overtime or taking double shifts lately for like a lack of finances, for example. If you feel like you don't have enough money to do something that you want to do, or you're trying to save for something, you might be spreading yourself a little bit too thin, biting off more than you can chew, and I'm seeing you overwhelmed, Gemini. And with that comes a sense of fear of not having enough money or choosing the wrong path, especially if you're questioning what you're passionate about because it's no longer something that makes you happy. And I feel like you are afraid to kind of step outside of that comfort zone, Gemini, especially if this is something you've been doing for a long time. It can be difficult to consider a new path. You have the Sun card. There are positive vibes to this situation, Gemini, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. I'm seeing this card as the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? Because you have the Eight of Cups and the Devil, which is starting off with very chaotic, messy energy, but then at the end of it, you have that sunlight peeping through around the dark corners of this pathway for you, okay? If you're not looking for a career change, this could just be general stress, like I said, if you're trying to save up for something, or if there's a fear of a lack of money here, or a loss of money. Especially with this devil energy, if you feel that somebody is taking advantage of you financially, that could be something that you're worried about. But with this Sun card here, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Especially with this Eight of Cups card as well. This character is currently walking away from these Eight cups that are empty because they're not serving this person anything. That's why the cups are empty. They're spilled over, but there's no puddle, okay, because they're not filled. But in the distant horizon, you see that sunlight peeping through in dusk or dawn. Whether the sun is rising or setting, the sun is still there. And that's what this person is walking toward. With the Eight of Cups and the Devil here, you might be questioning what you're working so hard for, Gemini. Especially if I'm hearing you might have recently asked for a raise or a promotion or something like that, but you're not seeing any progression in your current job. You're not seeing a way forward. You're not seeing an opportunity for you to advance where you currently are. So you're kind of questioning, like, what am I even working so hard for in the first place if there's no opportunity for me to grow with this company, if there's no opportunity for reward here? You might find yourself in a working environment where you have no incentive to work hard. You have no motivation to be putting in all this effort for so little payoff. And that's what has you stressed out, and that's what has you questioning if you even want to work here anymore. With the Eight of Cups and the Sun, I'm hearing that this part of your path is very important to you, Gemini, in terms of career and finances. This is part of that deeper purpose that you're looking for. Because sometimes you have to end up somewhere that you thought you wanted to be, only for you to realize it's not really what you thought you wanted in the first place. But if you never got to the point where you realize that you don't want it as much as you thought you did, then you wouldn't be able to change. You know what I mean? Figuring out what you don't want is part of the process to figuring out what you do want. And this is an important step for you because now that you know that you don't want these 8 cups, you can move toward what you do want instead. With the Devil card here, if there is somebody involved, a toxic working environment that is keeping you from getting things done or that is keeping you feel fearful for whatever reason, Gemini, this is something that you might need to let go of. Side message, you might even have to get human resources involved. That's not going to resonate with all of you, but I just needed to say it because it was on my head, so at least one of you needed to hear that. But there is a situation here where you feel like you're afraid to step out of your comfort zone, okay? But this introspection is happening for a reason. And if you can get to this place where you realize that I'm hearing you would rather be doing something that pays you a little bit less money than working yourself to the bone for something that does not make you happy. That's what's happening for some of you, is that you got a job just because it paid well, and now you're realizing that you absolutely hate it. So there's a fear here of stepping outside of the known and into the unknown so that you can explore your options a little bit more, but that is what the universe wants you to do right now, is to start exploring your options a little bit more. Open yourself up a little bit more to these new doors that are opening for you, new opportunities. Applying for jobs in the evenings and on the weekends, taking days off to do interviews, that kind of thing. But that's what you need to be doing right now, is exploring your options a little bit more and looking for other doors that will open for you. Clarifying the Eight of Cups is the Sun. Again, I really can't make this stuff up, Gemini. This is why I pull from multiple tarot decks to get those signs and synchronicities in there. We have the Sun card twice now from 2 different tarot decks, okay? So stay in that good energy, stay in those positive vibes. Do not let the negative voice in your head get the best of you. Do not tell yourself that you're not good enough or that you can't do this. Yes, you can, okay? There's a light at the end of the tunnel. You can walk away from this dark room and into that rising sun in the distance. It's going to take some time for you to go on that journey, for you to change paths, but you can do it, okay? And Spirit is asking you to do it, to explore your options a little bit more, to be more open-minded and more open-hearted when it comes to making business decisions, when it comes to your career and finances, because you might find those opportunities in unexpected places. I'm hearing, Gemini, that your deeper purpose might be helping people. That's a side message I'm hearing for you. If you are not already in a career where you are working with other people or a lot of clients, or I'm hearing charity work as well, your deeper purpose might be that you need to be working in a career with a lot of people, with a lot of clients, with charities. That is something that might be very emotionally fulfilling for you, something you can actually get behind, or some sort of political activism, shining light on dark times for people, helping people. That could be like the career that you're meant for. If that's not something that you're already doing already, if that's something you're already doing, this could just not be the company for you, and you might need to move on to a company that makes you feel better in the way that you are passionate about. I'm also hearing you need to remind yourself why you're doing this in the first place. Like when you're in that introspective energy, think about these passions and this motivation with warmth. You know what I mean? Remember why you chose this career. Remember why you chose this path. If you're not looking for a career change entirely or a field change, you're just losing that motivation, Gemini, and you need to remind yourself why you want to do this in the first place. Because you could just be losing that inner drive that's pushing you forward, but you can get it back. Clarifying the Devil is the Hanged Man. This is not going to happen overnight, especially if you are looking for an entirely new career change or trying to find your passion, Gemini. This new journey is going to require patience, okay? So keep your head on straight. Like I said, stay open-minded, stay open-hearted, look for those unexpected opportunities in places that you might not find them. If you are working with somebody that is creating a toxic work environment, I'm hearing, Gemini, that what's part of the problem is that somebody that you work with is constantly expecting you to make sacrifices that you are not comfortable making. Whether it be you might have a micromanager who has ridiculously high expectations of you. You might have one coworker that expects you to do your job and their job for them. Like you always have to step in for them because they're not doing something correctly, for example. Or there might be someone around you in your career and finances right now that is taking advantage of you in some way, whether it be taking advantage of you financially, you might be getting underpaid. There's some sort of sacrifice going on here in your career and finances that is no longer working for you, Gemini, and that's what you need to be walking away from. And I know you feel stuck right now, and that's partly what's causing that fear. But that feeling of being stuck or trapped is only in your mind. Okay, it might take you a while for you to find those open doors, but they are there. You just have to walk down the hallway to find them. Moving on to your love life. This doesn't have to be romantic. You could be asking about a relationship with a family member or a friend that's been going through some difficulty lately, so take it how it resonates, Gemini. But your oracle message is to free yourself from this person, okay? It's time to take back control of your life. You have the Ace of Wands here. I'm seeing a new beginning. If you're already in a relationship, this doesn't have to be a new person. This could be a new cycle with a current person, the two of you going through a new adventure together. Also getting the spark back in your relationship. Okay, I'm seeing communication, I'm seeing inspiration, I'm seeing that this still has potential. If you're single, this could be a new person coming your way soon. Okay, an entirely new spark, an entirely new flame, and there is definitely physical and sexual passion here if that's what you're looking for. You have the Knight of Cups. This person coming your way or that you're already dealing with could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Now, I am seeing that this person might have some player vibes, okay? This could just be the general like energies, especially if this is a new person coming into your life, Gemini. If you're still single right now and this is somebody that you're going to meet soon, this could just be that general like getting to know each other energy where you haven't really started yet and you're still trying to feel each other out, okay? Especially with this Ace of Wands here and this Knight of Cups together. With the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups here, this person definitely has a passion for you, Gemini, and it might come through very strongly, very quickly. This person might be a little bit of a love bomber, okay? So just be a little bit aware of that, okay? I'm seeing like this might be like a whirlwind romance for you, that kind of thing, Gemini. Somebody who comes in very quickly, very unexpectedly, and really shakes up your world. But with this free yourself message here, I am getting a little bit of a side message that you might be getting love bombed, so just beware of that, okay? Make sure that you're still moving slowly and really getting to know this person on a deeper level. Make sure that you're moving at a pace that you're comfortable with. If you're just looking for something more casual right now, I feel like there is potential for that as well. If you're looking for like, Ray, I don't even want to be in a relationship right now, I want to be single, then I am seeing that passion coming your way, definitely, if that's what you're looking for. You have the Four of Pentacles here. This is where that Free Yourself card is coming in, Gemini. This is where I'm seeing potential issues between you and this person. It could be you or it could be them, could even be both of you, especially if you're still getting to know each other. Somebody here is holding back emotionally. I don't think this person is very good at expressing themselves emotionally. Somebody's hanging back. Somebody might have trust issues. Okay, this person keeps things very close to the chest. They don't open up very easily. Okay, this person has like a fear of vulnerability. They've probably been hurt before, especially if this is a new person. With this Free Yourself card here, this could represent you, Gemini. Especially if there's something or someone from your past that you're holding on to, that might be what you have to let go of in order to move forward with a new person, okay? Because this looks really good to me overall, okay? This is like positive energy all the way through. I do see real potential here, especially with that Ace of Wands, for you to get the go ahead and move forward with this person. I feel like really the only thing holding yourself back here is yourself. Or if it's the other person that's holding back, the only thing holding them back is themselves, okay? The only thing holding this person back is fear. Is a fear of trust, is a fear of communication, is a fear of falling, a fear of vulnerability. But you can't really have a happy, healthy, real adult relationship without taking the risk of putting your emotion in somebody else's hands, right? Like that's how that works. So one of you needs to open up and communicate a little bit more. One of you needs to be more open-minded and open-hearted to the possibilities of where this could go, because that's how you take back control of your life in this relationship, Gemini, is by acknowledging that one of you has some work to do. And the both of you need to figure out how to communicate with each other in a way that makes you both feel more comfortable and both feel more safe around each other as well, so that you can express yourselves properly and learn more about each other as you grow. If you want to see more tarot readings from me, make sure you like this video. You can comment down below if this message resonates. That engagement helps me a lot. Make sure you turn on those bell notifications so that you never miss a video from me, and subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Gemini.